Hi everyone, I hope you guys are doing well. Can you hear me? I'm using the mic, so let me know if you guys can hear me, please, and thank you. um, I also have my fan on, so let me know if the audio is good, but I decided to get a mic on just because I wasn't sure if the audio would be bombing, but I'm so excited. I never go on or do a video or anything on on a Thursday. And I decided I felt called to do one because I actually didn't post a full moon meditation, or sorry, full moon card reading. And I always do a full moon. So I thought, why don't I do a live? You guys can hang out with me. And then it's super awesome. So let me know if you guys can hear me. I'm just going to wait a little bit until people sign on. Hello. Hey, Demi, can you hear me? Let me know if you can. If any of you guys online, if you can hear me, let me know. Okay, awesome. Is it like loud if I'm speaking here? Just because like I'm using a mic. I hope it's connected. I have a fan on, but I hope you guys can hear me. Okay, awesome. Great. Hello. How are you guys feeling? It's almost full moon in August. Like it's crazy. I can't believe it's already almost the full moon. I feel like time went by so quickly. Like this month, I never, ever, ever remember what August is all about, because I always feel like August goes by like quick, like super quick. So let me know if you guys are feeling that as well. Did you feel like the summer just went by really quickly? And hey, New York, let me know what you guys are listening to as well. But yeah, I'm super excited. For anyone who just jumped in, we are going to be doing an intuitive card pull for the full moon, August 22nd, 2021. What you need to know. I actually got 2 new decks that I have had for months, guys, like 6 months. And I just didn't feel called until this month to use them. And I was setting up everything and I was like, you know what? I'm feeling called to use these 2 decks. So I'm going to show them to you guys in a bit. But I am so pumped, so excited. I have so many things to update you guys with. But I just want to know how you guys are doing because I haven't done a live in so much. Hey, Trinidad and Tobago Islander, hello. How are you? Yeah, I've been good. Like I've been exciting and like so much has been going well. I'm so excited because I did some videos for you guys next week. So this Friday, we're talking about plant medicine. Next week, what's the video next week? Is about how to manifest your dream life, because that was requested by the fam. So yeah, I have all these awesome videos coming up for you guys that I'm so excited for, that I just cannot wait. Oh my God, no way. Yeah, it's super early where you are then. If it's like 2 a.m., let me know where you guys are tuning in from. So yeah, this weekend, this Friday, I'm actually doing Cambo. So I will not be doing a live with you guys for the full moon. However, I did record a video for the full moon. So if you haven't checked it out, it's posted on the channel. So you guys can do it 3 days leading up to it, which technically starting today, all the way till 3 days after the full moon to really maximize the energy of the full moon. So again, if you haven't done that, I would highly, highly suggest. I've already gotten so much feedback from you guys saying that you really felt it was powerful. And that's the beautiful thing about distance energy healing. It's you can send it to someone in person. You can send it to someone who passed away from the past to the future. There's no time in this dimension when you are sending energy healing, especially with the modalities that I use. So it's so amazing that you guys are all from everywhere around the world and we're able to send distance energy healing and you're able to receive it and you're able to do your shadow work. It honestly makes me so happy every single month to hold space and to support you guys. So I just wanted to share that because I feel like you guys don't get credit, but you've been tripping through it. I know there's a lot of events happening around the world and I just want to share from you to me. I know I have a YouTube channel, but take some time this weekend to really just sign off, don't go on social media, spend time with your family, do nothing. There's so much going on. And I think we need to be reminded that even though as much as the events of the world, that love is everything, and unconditional love is the true energy. Bermuda, hey, Irie, all the islanders. But yeah, I just feel like it's the true energy of essence of how we can hold space for ourselves, right? And, as much as the old paradigms are trying to have us work against each other, trying to control us from fear, remember that what is best for your heart, that love is ultimately the most important thing. Hey, Ontario, amazing. You're in Canada. I am too. So yeah, it's just been so crazy. It's been so crazy. And I just want to remind you guys that, because again, there's so much craziness. I feel like everyone's like just waiting for that break, and we haven't been able to. Give yourself that break this weekend. Disconnect, be with your family, be with yourself, go for a walk, make this ritual for this full moon all about self-care and slowing down. And I didn't really mention it in too much, because I wanted to make the video as quick and concise as possible with the top 5 things to know about this full moon in Aquarius in August. So if you haven't checked that out, you guys can, and just see what resonates with you. But one of the things that are coming up for me is this week, I had a whole bunch of commitments to do. And so happened that half of those commitments were rescheduled because of my self-care. And half of them were rescheduled because I felt like Spirit was saying, hey, we need to slow down. We need to take it easy, right? So during this full moon, slow down, take it easy. I'm going to put on my glasses because I can't see your comments. But yeah, I just feel like slowing down, yes, divinely, disconnect, slow down, get into nature. You got it, girl. Like all of you, just please, 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 as much as I love that you watch my videos, and trust me, I do. I love that you guys are in this space. And I don't know if you guys can see, but you see this aura beside me? Or is it just me? Do you see a circle aura? Cool, eh? Always guided. I'm speaking the truth. I've been like in the middle of the circle right now. But I just want to share that with you guys, because I think we forget time and time again that there's more in this world than just the craziness. And that is what's going to make us keep going, because I think the theme of this month is a lot of people are feeling like giving up. They feel like they've been fighting for so long. But as I enter into ceremony tomorrow morning in plant medicine, it's reminding me that, that's not what we need to do. We need to keep going, because we're getting closer. We're getting closer to the freedom that we want. We're getting closer to our soul purpose. We're getting closer to the ultimate thing that we're meant to have space for. I love that you guys are seeing it. Yeah, it's cool, eh? I always have something. If it's not an animal that's like coming at my window, or a butterfly, or some light flickering, or seeing something, there's always something when I enter into this space. I swear there's some good energy in here. And I'm happy you guys can feel it. So yeah, how are you guys feeling though? Seriously, like how has this full moon been? We are August 19th right now as I record this, and Uranus goes into retrograde, as well as conjunction with, I'm blanking out, Chiron. So if you guys are familiar with your birth chart, if you're not, that's okay. I'll give you a little snippet. So Chiron basically means that it is the lessons that your soul has chosen to come to this lifetime to heal, if it so wishes to. So each person has different things that they want to heal. And Uranus is the planet that rules stability. So finances, home life, environment, the things that you spend most of your day doing. So, sleeping and eating and all the basic necessities that is found in the root chakra. So as these planets go into conjunction as well as in retrograde, that just means that right now, Spirit is really asking us, okay, if all these things were gone tomorrow, what would you do? If you did have all the things that make you like stability of the working and everything that is in this dimension that we are meant to continue to do and to serve to the community, to the paradigms, if we were to continue, if these things were just to disappear tomorrow, how would we feel with that? And I do that in the meditation. I guide you guys through those deep subconscious thoughts that we actually have within that. And The reason why Spirit's asking us this is because we need to find a balance. We need to allow ourselves to make life easier by not fighting against the wave that is coming through with us, right? I'm reading you guys' stuff. I'm feeling well. Awesome. It's a retreat time. I see it as well. Awesome. I love it. I love it. And then you guys said, I'm feeling amazing. I am finally starting to feel productive and energized after like a month or so of my brain fog, lacking emotions. I feel that motivation. I definitely feel that. If anyone else is with Tori with like lacking motivation, lacking sense of like wanting to do something, wanting to do things in life, please let me know, because I definitely feel a lot of people have been feeling that. Even myself, sometimes I'm like, I just don't want to do anything right today. And that's okay. That is honestly okay. You know, productivity doesn't have to be like doing 1,000 things. Productivity can actually be planning out what you're going to harvest this rest of 2021. Right? It could be mapping out, you know, what relationship you're manifesting at the end of this year. It could be mapping out self-care of like loving yourself to hold that energy. So then when that person does come into your life, you already know you're already at that vibration. If it could be like, hey, I want to make $40,000 for the rest of the year, mapping that out, what that looks like. So thinking of those things, and it doesn't have to be that big too. It could be just like, I want to go and start walking every morning for 10 minutes. Could be small things as well. But what I'm trying to say is, you know, motivation, when someone is lacking motivation, especially at this time, it means two things. One, there is something in your everyday life that is stagnant, and maybe this is time for you to connect with your inner child, to connect to that playful like energy. Because sometimes when we adults and we get older, we forget that our inner child is still within, that it is part of our shadow, that it is part of our higher conscious self, and they teach us so much. So if you feel like you're lacking motivation, connect with your inner child, do an inner child meditation, like talk to them. They're still there, you know, they're still hanging around. The other thing is asking yourself, are you actually sustaining or actually in the subconscious in your role of what you're meant to do here? What I mean by that, I've been having a lot of talks with you guys and some of my clients and saying like, you know, Shika, I just feel like I don't have a choice, that I have to be where I am right now. And I always say that every single thing we do is a choice. And how we shift that choice to make it a priority is asking ourselves, does our subconscious really want this? Does my subconscious being really want me to do this specific thing, or to manifest this, or to heal this? And maybe there is a certain detour that we need to take. And that's why during this August full moon, we are being called to slow down, to take more time to really think of why we're here, to really think of, you know, with the noise that is being distracting us. And I'm not going to say a whole bunch of stuff here because I'm going to be demonetized. But what I'm trying to say is, with all the things going on, are you going to allow that fear to rule your priorities, to rule what you're meant to do, how you're meant to, you know, serve as your sole purpose? Or are you going to actually allow yourself to say, hey, okay, I'm not going to let that just come in and you know, I'm not going to allow the paradigms to control me in what my free space, what my free soul wants to do, right? So I just felt called to share that because I just channeled through. I'm going to share it. Maybe it resonates with some of you guys right now. But let me know if it does, by the way, in the comment section. But I just feel it's a lot with the low motivation that's coming up. And low motivation might just mean slow down. Might just mean be playful. Might just mean stop taking life so seriously. Yes, I feel the same, a little disconnected. So a lot of people are resonating with that. I love that. I've been struggling with feeling extra tired, 100%. Anyone else been noticing that they're sleeping more or they're sleeping the same amount of hours and they are exhausted? I have been, give me a heart emoji in the comment section if you've been dealing with that too, or just say, because I've been feeling so tired, been sleeping 8-9 hours sometimes, and I still wake up feeling like, whoa, okay. Maybe it's because I'm now doing my workouts early in the morning, but even that, like I'm eating properly, I'm taking care of my body, I'm like doing all the things, right? But remember, you know, our body is evolving every single day, and, you know, the shifts, like the energy shifts, right? So it's not going to feel the same one day that it does another day, right? And I feel like that's so important. Do you have a video about paradigm shifts? No, I don't, but I would love to do a video about it. To be honest, I feel like it might be a little bit controversial. And what I mean by that is because the way I do healing, the way I talk about healing here with you guys, doesn't tend to be the common space of speaking about it. Like, I'm very blunt with my stuff because I am a shadow worker. So for me, and especially with just everything going on in the space, I do it in a very loving way, but also in a very like honest way. And I think there's so much to talk about paradigms. We can talk about jumping to paradigms. We can talk about the current paradigms. We can talk about what is a paradigm. So if you guys can give me more direction of what you would like to see, just let me know. And I'd love that. Hey, Kimberly. Hey, everyone. Yeah, it's just crazy right now. I've honestly gotten to a point, I don't know if anyone else resonates, but I feel like it's going to resonate, and it might even come out in these card readings that I'm about to do in a second, is that I feel like the more every single day that these paradigms, or let's just say, to make it easier for everyone to go into to understand, because this word that I'm about to share is a word that everyone just resonates with. Let's say elites, okay? The elites of the world, the elites of the spaces that we have, I do feel is trying to create this fear of control, right? And it's up to us. We're at that space where we can either divide more or we can come together, right? And it's such a crazy time. Like, I feel like there's so many conscious people like you that are brought into this time of the Aquarius to really make a shift, to really say, no, we're going to change this. And it's just been such a crazy time to live, a beautiful time to live at the same time. And, I always tell my clients this: through pain, through healing pain, we access the space of enlightenment and pleasure. So the more that we're running away from the things that we're meant to release and let go and shift, the more that we're actually running away from ourselves and our ability to gain happiness, to have an easier life, to be in a space of love with everything that we hold space for. And yes, life is beautiful, a beautiful mess. It truly is. It's a Picasso of paintings, and that's really what we need to see it as. It's a creative place. This earthly world paradigm that we're living in is literally a video game. If you really think about it, it is a video game. And we have to decide, are we going to just take this too seriously with the points that we're winning in this world and the distractions? Are we actually going to honor what we're meant to hold space for, right? That's my rant. Let's get into card readings, because I feel like, do you guys feel like doing cards, or do you want to keep chatting about this? Let me know in the comment section. I'm just kind of flowing today. There's not really like a way of doing this. So just let me know, guys, with my big bundle of sage. Okay. Yeah, 100%. 100%. It's a real life. Girl, I'm in New York. We're out every Monday noon. We're protesting the craziness of our body, of our choice. Yeah, I want to talk about that quickly because I need to speak. Thank you for bringing that up, Sunflower 316. Your body, your choice. That is all I'm going to say. Anyone who has decided whatever they want to do with whatever this thing I'm saying in quotes, you know what I'm talking about. Your body, your choice. So ask yourself this: the stuff that you're doing in your life right now, do you consciously, does it feel good to you? Does it feel good to your body? I was talking to someone today and we were saying that like we're basically like a town, and the different organs and the different energies in our body are like villages, right? And how we see it is, how do you talk to your body? Like, do you guys actually talk to your body? Do you talk to your being? And sometimes there are things that we're doing to our body that doesn't work for every part of the space of our organs, or majority of our organs. So I kind of thought of it that way, and I see it that way when it comes to certain topics that we're focusing on right now, like moving, environmental issues, which is such a big thing. We need to learn about the land. and also health, which again, I'm not going to say it, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Ask yourself, does that resonate with my alignment and my energy? And focus on that. Okay. That's all I want to say, because this has been, I talked to so many of my girlfriends this week, and this has been a big theme of the topic. It's almost like making decisions out of fear. And that just creates more anxiety in the public, and it creates more control, right? And when we create more control, what happens? Are we actually living our purpose? No, we're creating an unconscious living life. An unconscious, we're running away from our shadow. We're running away from our being. We're running away from our higher conscious self. We're running away from our younger self, right? Fear is the true control. Fear is the true thing that can basically make anyone make the decision in the beholder of who the person is, the being is, the elites, whatever you want to call them, right? I'm just reading your topic here. You guys are saying, yes, I started talking to my body self. Yes, I love it. Why am I scared of opening my third eye? It might be something that is, the unknown of your own being, of your own energy, of your own gifts. That comes up a bit, Gabby. Yeah, 100% sunflower. Fear is powerful. We've seen it time and time again in history. Look at the most craziest things that have happened in this world. What was the momentum? Fear, right? Divide a society, divide a community, and let's create more fear. And with the August full moon, it's all about understanding, slow down. Let's reflect. What do I want? What feels good to me? Let me just quiet down the noise. Leo is a little fiery. We're in the Leo month. They have confidence. They will say what they have to do, but sometimes we have to come back to ourselves, right? And that's why there's a little bit of a shake with retrograde in Uranus, as well as in, Uranus and Chiron. Uranus is going in retrograde. It's all about, stability. It's all about the things that we need in our life every day. Need in our life, right? What do you want? What you need? You have to decide that in your priorities. And deciding how that creates fear. And if we allow that to drive us, then that creates the ability for us to use the law of attraction for more of those external beings, external pyramids to control our life. We don't want that. We don't want that. That's why you're here. The elite almost got me with the fear of tactic until I realized that it was not happening. And I started to ask the question, listen to my intuition. Yes, Tori, say that again. Say it louder for the people in the back. Listen to your intuition. I want you guys to type in the comment section. I listen to my intuition, because that is a mantra that you should be pushing through this full moon. Do you listen to your intuition, or are you listening to the pressure of family and friends? Are you listening to your intuition, or are you looking at the fact that your boss is giving you this pressure? Are you listening to your intuition, or are you allowing yourself to be controlled by the past outside of your body, right? So that is key. That is literally gold right there. Thank you for sharing that. I'd rather step into the unknown instead of repeating mistakes I've made in the past and make decisions out of fear. 100%. You have nothing to lose in the unknown. When you take a leap to start something new, or to leave an old relationship that is not serving you, or whatever it is, the only thing you're losing is nothing. Because even when you leave it, you learn a lesson. And even if you go into the unknown, you know that you never had to think and wonder. One thing my dad used to say all the time, and as much as he's been such a huge part of my shadow work, the one thing we resonated a lot on spiritual stuff. And one thing he said that just always stuck with me is he used to say that I would ask him a question like, Dad, should I apply for the soccer game or whatever when I was a kid? And he would say, well, sure, because at least if you try it, if you made it or not. At least you can walk away saying that I got rejected, I didn't make the team, and that's okay. I can try next year, So allow yourself to flow with your intuition. Allow yourself to be open to mistakes. Allow yourself to be open to opportunity, because fear is what closes opportunity. Fears is what closes the ability for us to step into the unknown, for us to feel free, for us to be connected to our intuition. That's what blocks fear. to block our manifestations. Like fear is literally the block, is literally the pylons. Okay, so love it. Can one be unaware that they are fearful of something? 100%. That means that 5%, which is your conscious mind, 95% is our subconscious. So I see it all the time. That's why I do this work where people literally zone into the conscious mind of this is my fake reality that I'm holding space for, and they have blinders, right, in their life. And then eventually when they do shadow work, the blinders go back and they're like, whoa, okay, this is what my subconscious has been controlling me all my life. And that's what you call a spiritual awakening. So yes, 100%, you can be unaware that you are actually living in fear out of the fear of yourself, of not wanting to be aware of it. That's a choice, right? So love it. Okay, let's do some card readings because I know you guys want that. Let me drink some water. Are you guys excited? I'm so excited. For those who just jumped in, so I'm doing a card reading for this August full moon on the 22nd. So get some snacks and stuff if you haven't already, or if you're listening to me while you're at work. I got some new cards that I will introduce to you guys, but let's start with some energy that we already know. So let's start with this one. You guys have been asking me almost every video, what is this card deck? It is this one here, okay? So Wisdom of Oracle, Divination cards, and they're by Colette Baron Reed. So if you guys are wondering, she's a psychic, medium, educator, and I actually found her cards through another reader on YouTube. And I found them for myself before I even shared them with you guys. And I was like, you know what? I'm loving this. I'm really, really loving this. So I've been liking them. I use them for all of my moon videos. But recently, I've been feeling called to bring some 2 new decks. I bought 4 new decks, guys, and I haven't used them. They've just been chilling in my little altar, underneath my cabinet, my altar, for like 6 months. And then all of a sudden I was like, today, I'm like, I feel like bringing some new energy. Oh, Chica's opening the door. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to bring these cards. So I'm really excited to introduce them to our family, our little card family. But let's start with these ones first. Okay. Love from UK. Oh, awesome. Thanks for like staying up and watching the video. Love it. Okay. So let's see. So Spirit, we're going to open the doors here. Let's call in cards. Let's start with opening. So calling all the 4 directions, the north, the south, the east, the west, to come in for all spirits and for ancestors to come through to give us these messages of what to know for the August full moon, August 22nd, 2021. We thank you, ancestors, guides, spirit, and angels. All archangels, we thank you. Goddesses and goddesses, thank you. We pray to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And let us open the space. Ooh, I just felt a shift there. So, Barranquilla, hola, ¿cómo está? I went to Barranquilla. It was beautiful. It's a beautiful country. There is more to see in Barranquilla than Shakira is from there. Please go visit that place. It's beautiful. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, Spirit is just like going crazy. Okay, so we got some of these cards I got. Oh, guys, I love this because sometimes I get cards that I've never got with you guys before. And it gets me excited because I'm like, oh yeah, this is awesome. So let's start with these 4 cards and then I will see if Spirit feels like holding space for it. So the first thing we have is, oh, thank you so much, Sheila. Yeah, I literally like took a shower. I did my face routine, so I'm ready for bed because I have ceremony tomorrow morning. And your girl is good. And then she's going to bed after this. I love going to bed early. So, okay, so no peace like peace. No place like home. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys this card. I hope it's not glaring. Let me hold it here. No place like home. So I love this card because what it's really telling us here is that Remember when I said take a break, take it easy, slow it down? It's really asking us, to go to the places that feel like home. And I don't mean only just like at home, but I mean like, whether that's recreating your space that you meditate in to create more of like a home energy. I'm definitely feeling that for you guys. And some of you, home might be an escape. It might be, and I don't mean escaping, leaving home, but I mean like going to nature. So hiking, feeling more grounded. I just feel like some of you guys, this is not a time to be jumping from space to space. I know some of you guys are doing like a kind of a retreat. That's another thing that's coming up for me. So during this August full moon, maybe some of you might be going away for a weekend, maybe doing some hiking, some camping, getting the most out of the rest of August. And this is kind of your way of like, you're coming home to yourself by connecting with Mother Earth, with Pachamama, with Gaia, and it's really coming into that space. So the beautiful thing about that's coming into with as I look at this card for you guys is during this full moon, the no place like home also reminds you that you are also going to have to understand what is important for you to ground yourself. Going back to how Uranus is going into retrograde, talking about focusing on like the money, the finances, the house, like all of the main things that makes us grounded. We're starting to realize what is really home for us, what is very important. So for some of you guys, relationships are coming up too. So as far as if you are in a relationship, I do feel like no place like home. This card represents a sense of what type of home life do you guys want to create for each other, for one another. So maybe this might be a time that you discuss, a little bit more serious commitments of the relationship and what that looks like. I'm not saying like it has to be like set in stone, but you're just starting to create the foundation. Like you're starting to talk about what are the next steps to our relationship and where this can come to. Okay. I want to go camping. Yes, Linda, definitely a good time to do that. Definitely a time to, oh, gracias. Too big. Yeah, so sorry, I got distracted, but definitely a good time to just go camping, get disconnected. If your intuition, remember, I listen to my intuition. If your intuition is saying that, do it. Please do it, because I'm feeling that 100%. And there's one part of this card that I want to read specifically for you guys. So give me a second. It's in this part because prosperity is definitely another part. So authenticity. So coming home to yourself, feeling at home and arriving at a place where you just fit, being comfortable in your own skin. So for some of you guys, this is kind of a wake-up call of saying, are you comfortable in your companionship with your animals, lovers, friends? Do you feel that companionship and that comfort and that safety emotionally, physically with your partners, with the people in your life? And if not, this is a great time to have those discussions during this full moon. Now, as far as prosperity and investments, really thinking about, I mentioned this in the top 5 things to know about this full moon, is understanding how to invest your money properly. So whether that is financially, whether that is, investing time, like investment can be various things. Like how are you investing your energy? Let's talk about it in a more broader way. So here's really asking you, why do you want to invest these money in projects? What is the motive behind investing? Don't look at it as a sense of amount, because the message I'm getting from spirit right now is like, don't be greedy. Okay, so don't invest things thinking, oh, these are all the millions I'm going to make, or, I'm going to end up getting this, instead of looking at the end result, see how it can better you as a being, as a person. Okay, the more you can do that and see that from a space of love, the easier it will be and the more authentic it will be for you to be at home in yourself through the abundance, through your environment, through your finances, so on and so forth. You get what I mean? So I love this card. The other card that I got for you guys is Between Worlds. I'm just reading your messages. Hello, Utah. Literally came home from family trip and spent so much time in nature. Yes, love it. This is the best feeling. I'm so excited. I'm going to be doing the same thing as well this weekend, and I'm so pumped. I've been feeling the nudge to go. Yes. Well, this is your confirmation. I always say you come on when you're meant to come on to these videos, right? So between two worlds. So this card actually came out for the top 5 things to know about this full moon. And usually there's 2 reasons why this card comes out. One, if a card comes out again, it's because some of you guys just still aren't getting the message. And 2, maybe I need to kind of give you guys more of a direct message here. So let's tune into this. So the top things you need to know here is that between two worlds is really saying you're kind of in this transition. So for some of you guys, it's a little bit rocky. I feel like you've been kind of working on yourself for quite a while, whether that is, launching a business, getting clients. For some of you, you've been working on yourself on self-love the past few months to get a relationship. I'm just channeling in, so I will probably not remember what I'm saying after this. But what I'm trying to say is right now you are making the lift off. You're kind of like, ooh, like you're coming up from this transition, this awakening. And in doing that, you need to understand that you need to find yourself to kind of surrender to this transition and stop looking for what's the next thing. This is a time of slowing down. So understanding to really just fully engage with that and fully surrender. And you might be a little bit more curious during this transition. So you'll ask a lot of questions if you're going through a spiritual awakening, or just if your relationship is shifting a little bit and you guys are getting into that serious space, or you want some more clarity in the relationships. This is both intimate and friendships as well. Definitely see this sense of between worlds. So you're just kind of in transformation. You're growing right now. That's why I've been seeing so many butterflies and bees in my garden recently, which is butterflies are transformation, transition, and bees are a representation of abundance and prosperity, right? So it's shifting into that abundance, and abundance can look like whatever you find is good energy and what is valuable to you as a person, as a being. This one also talks a little bit about the path of prosperity is a gamble. So some of you guys are not investing your money properly. This is why I said this is a time to invest and really think about it. I mean, I don't want to get into Bitcoin and all that stuff, but a lot of that is being talked about. Try not to make your intuition of investment as far as money based on what the crowd is doing, based on the fear of the crowd. Remember when I talked about that? Oh yeah, it's coming through. Spirit's yeah, tell them, Shika. So just know that in between worlds, really think about what is your intention to invest in things, whether that is money, whether that is in a relationship, whether that is love, whatever it is, really thinking about what where are you transitioning to, and be clear with it with your intuition, okay? Because if you don't, you're gambling out what here? What are you doing this in exchange for if you're not allowing yourself to be fully at home and in place with yourself as a being, right? You are just still in that transition. You're literally in between this gray area and this blue area, and you're trying to move on to that other side, right? So I definitely think this is very important. One thing too, Spirit's kind of saying is just keep remaining curious in this time of transformation. Keep asking questions, keep tuning in, and this is why it's saying slow down so you can take that time for yourself and understand that during transition, you will stumble over the answers. So come September, everything will kind of come full circle after this huge shift. And like I said, today's the 19th. So starting 19th in the next few days until the full moon, there might be a little bit of a shake through our, finances and just a wake up call to certain things in our life. And that is meant for us to wake up and really understand, okay, where am I transitioning to and how can I shift to that? Okay, so remember when I told you there's a card that I pulled out that I never pulled out with you guys, and then it's coming out here for you? CoCreate. Ooh, I love this card. So I have a few things to share with you guys. There's both a relationship message here. So we got the cheetah energy. Cheetah is fiery. It's powerful. It's Shakti energy. It's creating. And there's also the owl, which is knowledge here. Okay, so you see these two animals. So you're not only getting this, you are creating new things throughout this transition in your life, but during this full moon, you're also seeing it come forth. So some of you guys, this is a great time to start planning out who you want to collaborate with, whether that is business, whether that is, creative or any project that you're doing. This is a great time to start to write that list And maybe during the full moon, set those intentions. So after the full moon, you can reach out. CoCreate also represents an addition to the family. So some of you guys might actually be having kids. Maybe you're trying to have a baby, trying to get someone new into the family, or someone is going to be announcing that they're pregnant really soon. There's like a new addition. And this could also mean like maybe someone in your family is starting to date someone. And then around this time, they're like, hey, I'm actually in a relationship right now. And like, that announcement comes in. I just feel like it's going to be unexpected of whatever this creation or added person will be coming through, okay? And I'm going to read the first bit of this because I feel like it's going to resonate with a lot of you guys as you say that. You're like, this card's showing up. I'm just reading your comments. Oh my God, yes. Stop searching for the knowledge. It will come to you, my love. It will come to you. So creativity, art, inspiration, futuration, manifestation. So what this is telling me is right now, this is a great full moon to manifest, okay? Not only are we releasing the fears, which is being tested in the collective. Look at what's going on in the world, y'all. I'm not trying to say this out of just to do this, but I'm just saying that fear is being ignited through this time in order for you to wake up, for you to see what does your intuition want. So what do you want to create beyond this fear? Are you going to allow the fear to suck you in and just take up all that energy? Or are you going to decide, hey, I'm going to take my time. I'm going to co-create the life that I want. I'm going to create the manifestations I want. I'm going to create art. This is a great time to do art. So if you guys want to, if you're into period blood, for any of the ladies here, I'm going to share this. You can do period art blood if you're bleeding right now, and do your yoni or do whatever intuitive drawing. This is just a great time to even draw just in general of what you want to hold space for and just do it intuitively. This is a great time to dance, to do anything that's artistic, that is creative. This is the time to ignite that energy for you, and it will allow you to connect and get downloads so deeply, okay? This is also a time for during the August full moon where some of you guys will actually get downloads from the ethers of what you are meant to be creating, okay? Because this is the after effect, and you will find this probably in the shadow of the full moon, so the 3 days after the full moon. I do see that that is going to happen. Imagine, so we did get another creation card, again, just confirming of like manifestations. And I'm going to just pull in some manifestations and like tune into what is great to manifest right now as I kind of channel into spirit. So I do feel like for this full moon, this is a great time to create, what home you want to manifest, what type of home you want, what type of family you want. That's coming in quite strongly, like kids. Is any of you guys probably talking about kids or family here? Stability. I just feel like there's like this, like, we're creating this home for us. What makes us look good for homes, for the relationships. And for those of you who are singles, you too, you guys need to start to manifest like what that looks like for you, because harvest, September going into the fall, the next 2 months, we're definitely seeing that some of you guys are going to have new relationships, and some of you guys are actually going to be pregnant. Some of you guys might even be engaged. Like there's just this new kind of space. Like start imagining what that energy looks like for you, okay? Because you are evolving, you're shifting. And imagine maybe even the promotion that you want to create for your life. This is all about how, okay, this is strong message, Spirit saying. Spirit is asking me to ask you, how much are you going to allow yourself to let the fear manifest, keep you away from your manifestation, and manifest exactly what you don't want? Okay? Damn. Like, I just like hold space for that. I felt that so deeply. Yeah, so I hope you guys resonated with that. Let's pull out some more cards. Let's see if I have any more cards for this. I'm going to ask Spirit. Okay, so it sounds like we have like 2 more here. And then we'll move to the next deck. I love chatting with you guys. It's just so much fun. It's so much fun. Okay, what else do we have, Spirit, for this August full moon? Okay. So, got quite a few cards. We got community, be fair, thinker, lovers, chop wood. Some of these cards I've gotten before for you guys. Okay, let's start with thinker. Okay, so some of you guys are overthinking a little too much, and I'll tell you exactly on what. You guys are overthinking on what you want to create a little bit, like you've already established and you manifested it, and then some of you were like, I'm going to take a break from my manifestation techniques. I'm just like not going to do it. Let me just overthink why I'm meant to be here. Just do the thing, okay? This is a confirmation for Spirit saying that we're overthinking, and the 444 number is on this card, which means spiritual awakening. So during this full moon, some of you might just notice that like, hey, I need to get out of my head. I need to get my head out of my ooh and get it up here and understand that, hey, like, why am I overthinking? Why am I allowing the ego? The thinking mechanism is the aspect, the energy of the ego trying to distract us from something. Is it distracting us with fear? Is it distracting us from the collective events? Is it distracting you from the family and friend comments? Like, what's going on? So you need to ask yourself during this full moon in the subconscious, ask your subconscious, hey, subconscious, ask your body. Remember when I talked to you, talk to the body. Hey, subconscious, why are you overthinking? What are you fearing here? And what are you trying to distract me from? And see what comes through. Okay, because this is so deep. I'm reading your questions here. So home and family has come up for me so much. Yes, relationships is big during this full moon. Like, it's crazy. And it's more of like, how do these relationships affect you? You and your abilities, you and your ability to be a bigger person, to do what you're meant to do. Like, how are these relationships affecting you? How are they preventing you from holding the space from your power? See what I'm saying? So we got the thinker here. Okay. Next one, I got 444. Yes, is my angel number. I see. Yeah, 100% love. I love 444. It's a number for me too. I get it a lot. Community. So this one kind of connects with CoCreate, and this is just to establish with you guys. So whether that is community and a representation of like business or projects that you want to launch or do, this is a great time to start thinking of what people you want to hold space for that align with your soul purpose. And community also represents like family. So again, like, what does that family look like that you want to co-create? You know, the kids, the life, even if you don't have that right now, or even the boyfriend, just like start with a partner, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it is, like they, them, like, who do you want to hold space for in this space? To be fair. So I think this one's really interesting. It's come up a lot as well, is, you know, being fair to yourself for where you are in your shadow work. Okay. I know a lot of you guys have a lot of expectations for yourself, even myself. And, you know, we need to know that we have to be fair in our being. And even though we're trying to balance 110 things, which is why Spirit's calling us to slow down, for us to co-create, for us to release from that transition of between the worlds and to stop thinking and allowing ourselves to self-sabotage, we have to also be fair and patient and slow down. Okay. And I just want to share this. Some of you guys are kind of experiencing grief. I don't know if any of you guys have lost a close person this year. I'm picking this up a little bit here, but I feel like this month is probably going to be a reflection of what has been lost and what has been released. And in doing that, maybe this is why this full, for some of you, might be a little bit more tender. Okay. So be fair to yourself to understand that you have gone through so much and that you are here today, shifting so much beyond, you know, lineages and for the future generation and for the collective consciousness. Like, we are all connected to thousands of people, whether you know it or not. We are connected to thousands of people, millions, some of us. So every time you think of like, you know, I need to do more, I need to work harder, I need to do this more, I need more money, I need more blah, blah, blah. Take a second, take a breath for a second. Say, be fair to yourself. How have I contributed to my soul purpose? How have I contributed to my shadow work? And listen to that, right? Because at the end of the day, life is messy, beautifully messy. Like Tori said, it is beautifully less messy. It is meant to be beautifully messy. And if it's not, then how are we supposed to enjoy it? You know, the paintings that we create in our life are supposed to tell a story. It is not a straight line. It is filled with splashes and lines and designs and many colors. And that is what we have to hold space for. Okay. Loyal heart. I'm going to make this really quick. Some of you guys in your relationships, twin flames, whatever it is here for you, you were starting to see there's loyalty here and there's loyalty in this relationship, and you were getting confirmation. You're able to rest during this time. So this weekend is a great time to have a date with your partner or have a date with someone. It's a great time to have a date with yourself. Like, this is a time to do that. And I want to read this one because it is so good before we get to the last card. This is number 35. So if you guys are connected with the 35 number, this might be a message for you. Okay, so 35, fidelity, loyalty, and devotion. Okay, so in relationships, your partnerships, friendships, and romantic relationships all have many qualities in common right now. Honest, devotion, faithfulness, and loyal heart are being shown to you. Are you loyal in return? I will say this is a karmic card for a lot of you guys. So just being mindful of, if you're expecting, your partner or friends or family to show up, because some of you guys this month, we have been slacking off. You guys have been canceling things last minute. You have not been bringing your energy fully here. And you have to ask yourself, are you being loyal? Don't expect someone to show up to co-create with you if you're going to cut them out or be last minute with things. Okay, that's spirit talking here. So I feel like this is such an important thing to know, is like, you have a lot of devoted people around you, people who want to support you, but are you allowing them in? Are you being devoted to them? Are you being loyal to them, right? Respect your boundaries, but do not ignore those who are giving a helping hand to you. That is a difference, right? Understand that you are well supported within this dimension and beyond. And if we decide to ignore that, well, then are we actually holding ourselves to this collective consciousness or not? Yes, grief has been processed this year. I definitely feel that with a lot of people resonating here. I want to know about me too. My coincidences of charity, yes. Yeah, just lost someone Monday. Yeah, so I'm definitely feeling that. There's been a lot of grief, of just unexpected grief, unexpected deaths that have been happening recently. And I think it's a wake-up call for people. And I do believe that in death is an opportunity of rebirth of ourselves. And if we allow ourselves to move through the texture of death, we can allow ourselves to honor the birth in our being and the birth of new creations. Wow, don't even remember what I said, but I know that was powerful. I felt in my heart. Okay, let's talk about prosperity. So you're long-term loyal to your goals and becoming evident to the world, and conditions where you aspirations for success assume for real life reality. So here is really asking us to, success is finally taking shape. You're finally seeing some successful things because you've been open to co-creating. And for some of you guys, it's the opposite. You need to be open to co-create for it to have that. But I definitely feel like there's a lot of manifestations that are happening with your intimate relationships and also, business relationships. So just be joyful and celebrate this full moon. Last card we got is Chop Wood. I got this card also from the group when we did the top 5 things to know about this full moon, was it? Yeah. So it's interesting how these cards come in patterns, but they connect. So Chop Wood is really talking about ground and humility and everyday experiences. So this is really saying, ask yourself, do you overthink every day? I'm a true believer of the habits we hold space for every single day. So during this time of the full moon, catch yourself when you're overthinking, catch yourself when you're self-sabotaging. Allow yourself to understand what is being held here, okay? Chop Wood is also understanding that this full moon is a reminder of how we have to come back to our home. No place like home. Remember this card? But it's also a reminder that home starts here, right? And it's a continuous relationship with here. So, as we go through the journey of being fair to ourselves, as we're releasing these old paradigms, beliefs, foundations, we have to understand, we have to release and be honest with ourselves of where we are in our journey and enjoy these experiences every single day. Okay, all these shifts every single day. Yes, love and light. Sending love and light. Can everyone send love and light and blessings? Let's create an ego war of energy. Just sending love and light and blessings to everyone who has lost someone today, or recently. Please just write down sending love and light to all our loved ones and ancestors that have passed. If you can write that in the comment section, that would be amazing, because I do feel that transition also. Yes, Kimberly. Yes, 100%. And remember when we talked about between transitions, that card represents perfectly with our ability, with the heart, loyal heart card here. And the chop wood is just seeing that the between two worlds is us saying that we're between the world of transition of the ones that we care about that have passed on. And that even though they have passed on in this physical dimension, that they still resonate with us and they're still here. So it's time for us to grieve and to let go during this month. Okay. I'm sending you all so much love and light into your ancestors. I can feel their presence. Every time I do these readings, I always feel like a group. It's a whole crowd. Like, it's amazing. I love it. Thanks to all sending their blessings. So yeah, I just feel like that's one of the biggest things to understand. And it's also understanding chop wood is, taking attention away from your goals and bringing them to state of reciprocity. So like really understanding, what are your true goals, meditating every single day on your true goals, not just doing it on the full moon. And I mentioned this to you guys as a way to encourage you, as it's a full moon week, but, take away what you receive during the days coming up to the full moon and after, keep practicing them. Okay. Like I know I do the full moon and new moon meditations all the time, but that doesn't mean that it stops after the energy is gone. It still continues. You've asked and you created when you meditate, you're asking something, you're sending a letter, you're sending an intention. And then the work after is really where it calls into the space. Okay. So just wanted to share that with you guys. And opening for relationships. So for some of you guys, nothing is important right now as just doing what you need to do for your everyday life. Let your heart remember that not everything has to be hard, warned, passionate, and even obviously meaningful. Relationships and friendships can go through lulls when everyday tasks are in the center of awareness. So I ask you guys to do a fun date. Like, I know we get so wrapped up with the fear and the craziness of the world, especially at this time, but I encourage you to actually take some time and to make the things in the house fun. Like, take some time to connect with your inner child. Like I mentioned, no place like home. Come back to your inner child soul and allow yourself to, chop the wood of this old energy of this lack of motivation is coming from not being playful in life, not, cherishing the relationships we have, just sitting with your partner, sitting with your friends, say, hey, I'm really grateful for you. I know we've had a crazy year, but, see how you see them as you. Every relationship, every experience we have is a mirror of our being in some way or form, right? So me talking to you right now as I'm in my aura, my little aura ball, is a representation of something in some way or form. Okay? So ask yourself, how can I give gratitude to myself while giving gratitude to someone else in such a selfless way? I'm not asking you to just do it just because I'm telling you, because that's just definitely not selfless, but doing it with love, doing it with intention, and knowing that through relationships, we have ups and downs and we have times where it's not spicy, but that just means that there are times where we can really honor and say, hey, am I going to allow myself to just surrender to this downtime and this like low time? We're going to shake things up and just connect with my playful self, my playful child, right? Create a joke. Don't take life so seriously is what Spirit's laughing at me in my ears right now, saying, just laugh, have fun, make a joke here and there. I think this is so important today. So this is what the Oracle of the cards have. Let's see. I feel like doing one of the new decks. So guys, I told you guys I got some new decks. This is my first time opening it. I already cleansed them. Yes, before the show play, childhood song of the moon. Yes, 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 to the moon. I love it. Do it. That's a great idea. I love that, Charity. Sending love and light to all the ancestors who have passed. Love it. Thank you, Kimberly. Okay, guys. So I got this new card deck. And let me tell you, when I saw this card deck, I was like, it is mine. It is meant for me because I work so much with ancestors in my everyday work with myself and also with others. If you guys are wondering what deck this is the Angel Ancestor Oracle deck. I love Oracle decks. By Kyle Gray. And I saw this card deck. If you guys have heard of it, let me know. But I saw this card deck and I was like, I gotta have it. And I haven't opened it till now. So thank you for being the first group that gets to open it. And we're gonna see what cards for this full moon Spirit has for us. Ooh, I love new cards because it's like always so hard to shuffle them. Okay. Oh, we have the moon card, the she-wolf, and the shapeshifter. Okay, so let's look at the moon card. Remember, this is my first time, guys, so we're gonna go through the cards. So 126 moon card. Okay, you ready? I'm so excited. I was so pumped to see this card. So this is the moon card that we have, and we are also going into the full moon. So let's see what the moon has to tell us here. Use your intuition. Oh my God, I didn't even, remember, for those who saw at the beginning of the video, remember? Use your intuition. Practice discernment. See through illusion and blockages. Okay, so what this one is really telling us that, she is a goddess. This energy is a goddess. This grandmother moon is a goddess that brings us receiving energy, allows us to hold space for the divine feminine and energy of receiving. So asking ourselves what manifestations we want to receive during this time, and also ensuring that we're allowing ourselves to hold our intuition so we know what they are. So another thing that comes up with the moon appears in this reading. You are often being told that not everything is what it seems. And it's funny because what card did I get after? The shapeshifter. What did I tell you guys? We're between worlds, that card. And we got the shapeshifter. Wow. I know there's a huge orb. It's been around since the beginning of the video. I'm just letting it shine through me. I've never had it. It's funny because usually I see them on me, but to see it on video, my first time having it fully strong. So let's look at what the shapeshifter has to share with us, which is 66, guys. 66. Anyone connect with that number? 666 or 666? So the shapeshifter. And we have the wolf here and the hawk. The energy of this card. Anyone else feel it? The shapeshifter. I have a story to share with you guys after this. Crazy. It happened at the gym. And I'm not kidding. And this is my first time. So I'm going to share with you guys in a bit. Message, take your time and focus on developing your gifts and strengths. Remember when I said slow down? This is your time for a lot of you guys who are space holders, who are healers, to take care of your gifts, to do well with your gifts, okay? Also want to share, I don't know why, but I feel intuitively called, I'm going to follow my intuition. I still have spots available for my conscious mentoring. So if you're feeling called to apply, go apply down below. I'm also calling in and manifesting 3 amazing space holders who want to be part of the Conscious Master Program. It is a deep, intensive program to heighten your gifts. So anyways, just felt called to share this. So this one is in shamanic traditions. A shapeshifter is either an animal that is a capacity to change between species, or a shaman who has the capacity to change into an animal to go journeying. If there is a wild animal you are particularly drawn to or fascinated by, it's probably because you can transform into it. So I can transform into a butterfly. Is that what Spirit's trying to say? If anyone feels like they have a very strong connection with an animal, let me know in the comment section. And what exactly is this animal? So when you're shifting your animal form, you can see the world through different eyes. So I love this because we have the wolf, which the wolf is all about like community, the pack, the strength. And then we have the hawk. The hawk is a very spiritual animal, but actually an eagle, the eagle. And the eagle, its eyes is perspective. The eagle represents in shamanic practices perspective. How do I shift my perspective of how I can create in this world? How can I shift my perspective of how universe is shifting and shaking some things, prior to the full moon in my finances, in my life, and my stability, to allow me to wake up and really understand what is the true space here, right? I love that. So transform and unveil your gifts. Ooh, some of you guys are awakening your gifts. I love it. Okay, let's see what the last card we got here. So we got the she-wolf. Ooh, I feel that connection already. She-wolf. Let's see what we have. She-wolf is here. Let your wild side up and out and unleash the talent of your desire. So some of you guys need to connect with your Shakti, your womb, to create the sacral chakra. The sacral chakra is all about imagining, is all about co-creating, right? So the she-wolf is asking, and we have the wolf twice. So if you guys resonate with the wolf energy, I'm just going to say, go look up wolf spiritual meaning and see what resonates with you, because it's coming in. So unleash your wild side, whether that is like being more playful and just not taking life so seriously right now, and being more relaxed and at ease, being slower in your everyday life. Slow living is a great time to incorporate that every single day right now. And also unleashing your wild side and like with your partner or like with your friends and just connecting. It's also a great time to shamanic shake. I love shamanic shaking. It's one of my favorite things to hold space for. Yeah, the She-Wolf from Shakira. I love that song when it came out. I was like moving my hips, everything. I love Shakira. She's one of my favorite artists. But I just wanted to share that, the she-wolf is like us within. Like, how do you connect with that primal part of you, that raw, emotion, and what has to release? Is it the fire energy of this anger, of this fire, of this spice, of this like this energy that comes in? Or is it the water of this grief, of releasing grief of the person you have lost, of the people that we have released, of the old version of yourself, of the between the two worlds, of the transition and releasing and crying? Or is it the air of the flowing and allowing yourself to step into your feminine in your relationships? Yes, I'm going to say this is a message. Some of you guys are way too much in your masculine as a way to cope from the traumas you've experienced. Bam, mic drop. That has been coming up so much as a channel message from Spirit. I've been hearing it time and time again that some of us, specifically, I feel like women right now a lot, but any person, like honestly, male, women, they, them, whatever gender, but I just feel like some of you guys are coping with the masculine energy, and you need to hold space to honor the feminine, which means that flow a little bit. You don't have to always plan everything in your relationship. Let your partner do it instead. Let your friends do it instead. Let the family do it instead. This is, yes, get out of your head. Stop overthinking everything. That's the masculine. That's the structure. How are you allowing yourself to flow with this full moon this weekend? Holding space for that. So unleash that flowy, nice, airy energy. Then we have the earth, the groundingness. Get rooted at home, whether that is in your actual house or whether that is going camping or cottage or a little getaway, or just like where you feel at home and safe in yourself. Okay. So unfiltered is the words that are coming out. She represents the energy of wilderness, of the unknown. Remember, take the leap of the unknown that I mentioned at the beginning of this video, and encourage you to be free and unchained and go beyond the boundaries, releasing the animal energy within and track down what you need to express in yourself. I'm just going to leave it at that with that two cards. So thank you so much. Let's go into the next card. So the next deck that I got that's new. Let me know if anything else is connecting with you guys. I know you guys are really connected with the she-wolf, the butterfly. I've been connected with the butterfly a lot. The next deck that I got from you guys, this is a very popular deck. You've probably seen it a lot. It's called the Moonology. And to be honest, it's by Yasmin Boland. I was like, I don't know if I really want to get this card deck. And recently I was like, you know what? I love moon stuff. That's what I do all my healings around, and shamanic practices and the grandmother moon. So I thought, you know what? I'm gonna get the cards. So let's see what cards we get for this August full moon. Like Spirit's taking its time. Ooh. Okay, so we have the full moon in Gemini and the new moon in Taurus here. So the card that we got is the answers you need are coming and prosperity lies ahead. This literally lines up with everything that I shared with you guys, and it's coming through. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Okay, so let's do the Gemini first. Gemini full moon, number 72. 72. Where are you? Okay, here. Okay, sorry. So this card is a reminder that it is important for you to speak your truth. But remember that your words have consequences and impact your listener. Remember when I told you this is a time of manifestation? So be aware of your words. Your words are manifesting. You are going to be you are a super manifester right now. So anything that you say and anything you say in your subconscious will come into your space, into your life, whether you know it or not, including fears, blocks. Release that ish. Okay, so just do that. Right now, you need to guard against your indirection, and the answers you need may well come soon. So right now is really calling us that we're coming in soon, and to remind ourselves that, you know, even if we are in the middle of an argument or a disagreement or something comes up prior to the full moon, it's all to help us understand the deeper message that is within. Okay. Attune to the moon. So have an important conversation and stay calm. So this is a great time for this moon. It's telling you, you know, go outside, talk to the moon, ask the moon what your manifestations are, sit with the moon. This is a great time to hold space for prayer in that way. Additional meanings of the moon. So don't be superficial. Someone is trying to flirt with you. Have you noticed? Like, you know, again, this comes back to the Lover's Loyal Heart card. It's like, people around you are trying their best to support you. And I'm not talking about the toxic people. I'm talking about the new relationships that you've been holding space for this month, that have been coming through, that have been there for you. And have you been actually, you know, appreciating them? Okay. You need to laugh off the situation and just move on. This is not a time for resentfulness. Like I said, stop overthinking the situation, the occurrence of whatever is coming up in this space, and allow yourself to surrender and make it playful. Okay. Last thing, job applications have good prospects. For some of you guys, if you are working or you may be applying to some jobs, you're going to get some answers from them for some interviews. And for some of you, this is a really great time to do that space, okay? So let's go to the next one. New moon in Taurus. Let's do it. New moon in Taurus is on page 70. 70. Okay, so here we have new moon in Taurus. Sometimes you need to weave a bit of magic, and sometimes you need to be practical. Sometimes you need to find combination of the two. So this is all about balance. You know, Taurus, you guys love your balance, just like Libras, okay? So we need to understand that with balance in life, balance of taking a break right now to prosper, all this amazing money that's coming up in September to December, and abundance and unexpected opportunities and promotions and job opportunities, we need to take a rest. Because let me just tell you this. This is what Spirit's saying to me. Take a break now. Have fun now. Relax. It's the end of August. It's time to take that break, because there'll be lots of work later, okay? Spirit's just saying we've had a lot. You know, we've gone through a lot. There's been craziness all over the world. We've gone through a whole year and a half at home. There's a lot that's been going on. Give yourself a break. You don't be hard on yourself. Be fair to yourself. You've done it. You're doing the things. Be fair. It's all about balance right now. So you need to use the law of attraction to draw what you want by taking a break right now and to really reflect on what I want to manifest for this harvest of the rest of 2021 and beyond. Okay. This isn't about wishing on the moon and hoping for the best. It's about making something like a list of bullet points. So this is a great time to write them down. I love doing bullet points. I don't know about you guys, but scripting, I usually do it in bullet points, and it is the best. So if you are interested in that, do that. Write down 10 things that you know are wonderful about you. So, I love my hair. I love my eyes. I love my, well, not your glasses, but things about you. I love the way I talk. I love laughing. This is a great time to give yourself compliments, right? Additional meaning of this card is laziness could explain your current situation. If so, change that and own it. Remember when some of you guys said, I felt little unmotivated. No one else to blame but you, loves. Sorry, I just have to say this, okay? This is your time to say that. Am I going to blame the world for all that is happening right now, or am I going to blame myself? Okay? No one else is making you unmotivated but you. So what do you have to change? Own up to it and shift it, because money is waiting just across the corner, okay? As I said that, a bug went in my thing. I think it was an ant. It means abundance. So ants actually mean abundance, guys. And an ant went on my, flying ant went on my, on my book. Crazy. I'm telling you, Spirit's always listening. Isn't that crazy? Chasing money doesn't work. You need to chase a dream, okay? We're not looking at how much money you want to make. We're looking at what you want to do with that money, okay? So the first initial thing could be the $50,000 that you want to make for the rest of the year. But the actual thing that you want to focus on is, how are you feeling with that money? What are you doing with that money? Are you investing it in a house, in a piece of property, in a new business, for your kids, for a vacation? What does that look like for you? Okay, and really, really be specific. The sky's the limit. Ask anything and you will receive. Jealousy and envy creates negative energy and attract negativity. Let me just tell you something. Some of you guys during this full moon need to stop talking about how everyone else has it easier and how you've had it harder. Okay, so doing this is really going to help you. It's really going to help you go deeper. Okay, loves? Love it. More exercise is called for. So what happens when we work out? We go for a walk, our vibration increases. One great thing to do every morning, jump up and down and say a mantra. Jump up and down. I am abundant. I am money. I am prosperous. I love money. I am a millionaire. I am in a relationship. I am with the love of my life. I am married. I am whatever it is. Like saying it up and down and jumping up and down is going to bring that manifestation. So raise your vibration into that element, into that level of prosperity. Really think hard and really honor into the subconscious of how does it actually feel for you to be in that full alignment of everything that you wanted, and honor that every single day, even if it's just for 5 minutes. Remember what I told you? Chop wood, cancel this whole unmotivated energy. I'm too lazy. Things aren't working for me. Cut it out and start creating everyday new practices that make you feel excited again. Okay, this is what the full moon's all about. So that was the cards for the moon card. I'm feeling like one more. Let's do. Oh, I forgot my other deck. Did I? No, I didn't. It's just over there. But I just honestly feel like it's not a need. The Spirit's not saying you need to get that card deck. Let's do some affirmations to close this card reading. How are you guys feeling, by the way? How are you guys feeling? How are you good? Do you like my little circle? I wonder if it's gonna. Oh, maybe it's actually on the. Let me try something for a second. Ta-da! Much clearer. Okay. How are you guys feeling? I'm feeling hyper. It's past my bedtime probably. It's like 9, maybe almost 9. I can go to sleep soon. It's fabulous. Lovely. I love it. I love that you guys are feeling amazing. Okay, let's look at some affirmations to close our beautiful loving your energy. Thanks so much. I love you guys. Your energies are amazing. Okay, let's see what affirmations we have for this August full moon on the 22nd, 2021. I'm in a singing moon today. How are you today? Spirit, please give me some affirmations for our lovely souls. Awesome. I feel great now. Yay! No more excuses. Release procrastination. Yes. Say it louder. Say it louder. Let's release those out. Oh, as soon as I said that, Spirit's like, you said say it louder. I will say it louder. Okay. Let's just say the cards of there's more. So I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. The word is courage. So this full moon is all about honoring your courage to enter into your gifts, courage to invest in yourself and your being, courage into stepping up in the commitment of the relationships in your life and appreciating them, courage into releasing this non-motivated energy that is literally sucking your vibration. Cut it out, chop that wood. So it's all about courage during this full moon. August full moon is all about indecisions. I use my intuition in all aspects of my life. How many times has the word intuition been in this video? How many times has Spirit been just channeling intuition? Listen to your intuition. Like literally, that is what Spirit's been talking about this whole time. So I just want to say intuition comes full circle. Yes, 100% charity. Like everything is full circle in life. Everything is full circle, right? Whether we choose to learn from these lessons of our shadow or not, whether we choose to work with the moon or not, whether we choose to work with our gifts or not, you know, I feel great now. No more excuse. Yay. I think I read that already, but yes, comes full circle, Tori. Say it louder, honey. Let's see. I think there's one more affirmation or two more that Spirit wants to share. So let's see what affirmation Spirit wants to share. I think I'm in a good mood because tomorrow I'm doing my ceremony and I'm just like in a vibe. In the vibes. Okay, so I know there's another card in here, Spirit with white. Okay, there's one more card. Health. Man, this has been such a big thing. Has anyone noticed that they've been focusing on their health lately? I've been really big on eating good foods, whole foods, taking care of myself, sleeping more, going to the gym, getting the sweat in, you know, all of that, raising my vibration. And it's been so good. It's felt so amazing. So this one is health. I will honor the physical vessel of my enshrine, my soul. So I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. Your health, what you put in your body, what you see on the screen right now, what you listen to, the people you're around, the air you breathe, the things you put in your body, you know what I'm saying? Everything is health. Everything is energy. So ask yourself, have you been making your health 100% your crucial thing? Fasting, yes, that's another thing that people have been incorporating. Whatever feels good to your body doesn't mean you have to fast. But I'm just saying health is so important. And this is a heart chakra. Vibration in the heart, right? So this is a great time to maybe change up your health routine. I've been really focusing on eating more vegetables and fruits lately, drinking more water, listening to my body, taking more time for myself, cutting off, you know, more of that boundary of self-care. Okay. This is so, so important. Love and light to you, big homie. This is so important. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. How are you feeling? How was the card reading? I really liked it. I don't know about you guys, but it was super fun. I love the cards that came out. I felt like it just resonated. I love the new deck. And I love how the moon ones give you little things that you can do too, which is kind of cute. Oops. But yeah, let your girl know how you're feeling. Yes, I'm working out, eating better, drinking water, skincare. Yes, add less screen time. I'm telling you. I remember the week that I took a social media detox. I didn't really change much on my diet, and my flare-ups of my chronic pain reduced tremendously. I lost 5 pounds, and my skin was glowing. So everything we do is absorbing energy on a daily basis at work, people we pass by the road, the water, the food we eat. So just really being conscientious of that, okay? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You guys have been so amazing. I really hope you enjoyed this card reading. I'm not going to be online for some time on the weekends. I don't usually like to hold space for too much, but I do want to share a couple things. I do have the video on the top 5 things to know about this full moon that is happening on August 22nd. So go watch that video after if you want, or watch that video if you haven't. And then I also want to share that this card reading as well. You can feel free, but I did the post meditation. So I'm not doing a live one on the 22nd just because I am taking this full moon for me. But I will tell you guys that you can do that the day of. I send you distance energy healing. I even send you a light language transmission. For those of you asking me what language I'm speaking in that meditation, it's light language. So I send you a light language transmission, as well as there's just like a clearing and healing, distance healing throughout the whole meditation for you. And you can listen to it multiple times, as many times as you want. Hold that space, do as much as you love. And then lastly, conscious mentoring applications are still open. 1 spot for the conscious breakthrough and 3 spots for the conscious mastering program. Conscious breakthrough for anyone who is opening in their spiritual space. They have a specific thing that they want to heal. And then the conscious master program is specifically for the wounded healer, someone who's a space holder, someone who needs deep support with their shadow work and is ready to do the work. This is not a program for everyone. It is very deep. And it goes into so many layers of our being. So if you're ready to transform and you're ready to take that leap, applications down below for you guys. But it has been such a great video. So yeah, I love you all so much. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for hanging out with me. I love that you guys like language as well. I love it, love it, love it. Don't forget to comment what resonated with you in the card reading down below. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share this video with your friends and family, your story, tag. I love to see who's been watching on the other side. And I will see you guys soon. I'll see you guys really, really soon. I love you so, so much. Bijous. Ciao.